There's a nice gentleman asked me if I would do more videos about how to, live in your car, and stuff like that. So I actually have an opportunity here. I'm a little tired, so I apologize. But anyway, so I'm always tired, but I'm not trying to complain here. So anyway, what I've done is that the fan actually quit working on this vehicle. It was working intermittently and it was making a lot of noise, and it got damaged by pack rats in in North Phoenix. Like, it's called Carefree Highway, and they went in there. I don't know what they did. They damaged the fan for a while. Just wasn't working at all. It like it's doing this again, right? But I don't have any pack rats or anything like that. They climbed in there one night, and then they did something and probably tried to build a nest or something and got something jammed in there. So something may be jammed again, but it's working intermittently today. But now it's not working again at all, and it's gonna be cold tonight. So sometimes I run my vehicle to hate to use gas. I'm trying to get a solution for that, like solar panels and stuff like that, to provide heat during the nighttime. Just hadn't had the funds at the time to take care of that. But there's other ways to heat your vehicle other than just burning gas. Anyways, the fan ran out. So what I did was I had a fire earlier night um, that I had these rocks on. Okay, and I didn't have time to show it. But anyway, so I did these rocks. Okay, and so what I did was I took these heavy rocks right here, and I moved them I put a piece of cardboard down. Make sure you're not too hot when it's starting fire or something like that, right? They typically shouldn't. I mean, there's no way that you typically can't get a rock that's just red hot to start a fire, but you could melt your plastic or the carpet, stuff like that. So put a piece of something down, something like, even metal would be better if you had like tin foil or something like that. But I use some wet shirts and stuff that were filthy and dirty anyway. And so I put a piece of cardboard down and put that on top cardboard to protect the carpet there. So these things are hot. I mean, seriously, I'm actually sweating in here because they're radiating heat. Now, I don't know how long they'll last because I haven't done this before. But, oh, they're still hot. I'm seriously. Oh, my gosh, this one burns your finger. And it's been sitting here for like 30 minutes, okay? And so the Native Americans I think, used to sleep on rocks or something from the fire. And but anyway, what's also, so I mean, I got those. So I got a bunch of, I packed up like 4 or 5 heavy rocks, and I can actually feel the heat. I'm seriously, oh my goodness. But anyway, so another thing is too is that I was thinking, I actually had I used to tell people in Erie, Colorado that so I'm losing my voice because I've been talking and moving all day, but so my voice, like I say, like Kermit the Frog here. But then I took some socks and I just took normal gravel, make sure it doesn't have like metal in it or something like that, and I put it in the microwave. And boy, I tell you what, jeez, I mean, these things got so hot, I burned a hole in the sock. So I was out during a blizzard, and I had shorts on because I put in my pockets. I had these shorts on and my shirt and a jacket. And neighbor, he's out there freezing his butt. He's like, "What?" He goes, "Have you lost your mind from California?" He goes, I said, "Well," I said, I got rocks in my pockets, and so they generate heat, right? It lasted quite a while. They probably did insert a different type of rock. You could do this, right? It's gonna be careful. So you can use a microwave to heat rock, and I actually have an inverter that I can use that can run my microwave that I can use. And I don't like to use microwave food. It's not really that good for you. It breaks down the structures and stuff like that. So, but anyway, I do have a microwave. I've actually used the microwave to start a fire. And I can tell you how to do that real quick. Is you take a piece of tin foil, and you take something like starter food. You don't have to use kerosene or gas. I just used like a piece of tissue paper or anything like that, and use aluminum foil. And you can actually put in Pepsi can because Pepsi can is made of tin or different aluminum, and it will not actually aluminum will not create a spark or cause anything like that. So you take it. I took a Pepsi can and then put you can put some tinfoil in if you have that. Some of this tinfoil is fake these days, like even the bubblegum wrappers. So I found a piece of copper, but you have to have the right copper. You got to have it like in a circle or something or where it's not touching, because otherwise it just ground itself out and it won't really spark that well. So I used a piece of copper. I had some copper wire, so I took a piece of copper wire, put in the bottom of that Pepsi can. And so the Pepsi can, like I said, you had the lid. I cut the lid off the top. Just ripped it right off. And then I put some tissue paper in there, and I microwaved it. It only took like 30 seconds. And I put vegetable oil. Oh, that's key. Really cheap. You can buy vegetable oil for like 98 cents at Walmart. And it's better than starter fluid. Oh my goodness. I mean, once you have vegetable oil burning, I actually use it as starter fluid on the fire to, you know, put something down on, and you just pour it over the logs and stuff like that. And oh my goodness, it is like makes it turns those into candles. Cheap vegetable oil, and you know you don't have to carry that kerosene and stinky starter fluids, the charcoal fluids, and all that stuff. You can use it to cook too, but you know, I like to use better oil than that, but it's fine. So you can do that, right? And so you use the vegetable oil as a starter fluid, really cheap. I mean, my goodness, and that's the way to go. And I'll like to reignite a fire. You know, you can either fan it or just pour a few drips back on the fire, and oh my goodness, it ignites right back up and starts lighting again. So vegetable oil, cheap and easy. As a starter fluid, I use that as my starter fluid. Don't use anything else. Like I said, and then here, this is new to me, is rock. Using these rocks to heat this thing. I mean, it's warm in here. Are you kidding me? Now, I don't know how long it lasts. I'm actually going to figure this out. They might last till morning, right? So that'd be really cool. I'm going to check this out, see how long they are. See how many, I don't know if you can see how many rocks they got. Anyway. I got like 4 or 5 rocks, and boy, you know, and they're still warm though and hot. So, you know, of course, I use gloves, you know, to get them off there. So, you know, that's enough for ramble. Trying to think what else, techniques. Boy, that's about it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's about it. All right. I'll provide other updates or something like that. So, anyway, God bless, and I love you all.